Hello everybody, I am Angry Bird. We are back with a new Steel Division 2 League cast today. We've got a Group 1 cast and it is Herr versus Nilla. Herr is, as I'm about to switch this round, there we go. Herr is on the left hand side in blue and he's playing the 25th Panzer Grenadier Regiment. He's on Vanguard income. Nilla is on the right hand side in red and he is playing the 44th Guard Strelkovi on Vanguard income. And the map today is Orsha East. Let's jump in and have a look at Herr's deck. So, Herr playing the 25th Panzergren on Vanguard income. Usually the 25th Panzergren, you know, very well known for their earlier recon vehicles, you know, light armoured cars, light recon vehicle rush. And he has, you know, 10 SBWs and 6 SDKFZs to do that. In terms of infantry, they have the early Ersatztruppen. That's going to come in handy for infantry numbers. And then he's got quite a lot of Panzergrens. He's got the standard Panzergrens and then the Panzergrens with the Panzerfaust. Although this was played pre-Fate of Finland patch, but the deck itself is from post-Fate of Finland, so some of the infantry numbers may have changed. I'm pretty sure that there were more than 4 A-phase. Oh, it's just interestingly how he's got some Panzergrens with Panzerfaust on no vet and then 2 cards on 1 vet in A phase. So yeah, that's kind of interesting, but a lot of Panzergrens in this deck, and that's not bad because certainly on this patch I'm not so sure at Fate of Finland, you know, whether things have changed, but certainly pre-Fate of Finland Panzergrens were strong infantry units. All of his stugs are 2-star vetted, so he has 3 in A, 6 in B and 9 in C, so definitely going for the veterancy there. Interestingly, he's got some Marder 2s in C, I think just to help him out a little bit in case he needs them. I think that's probably like a card where he's like, I'm not really sure I need anything, but just to help me out I might put in a Marder 2 in C phase. I think Herr, although he picks Vanguard income, often, you know, he can play a fairly balanced play style and play for the long game. So I think he can definitely sort of he can, you know, play a longer game than Nilla probably can with his deck. But we'll see how that goes. I think Herr will be looking to take this game longer than Nilla. I think Nilla will want to finish this one earlier because that's kind of Nilla's play style. He likes to finish the game fairly early, and you can see in his deck the only C phase card he's got is that 1 card of Guardia, and that's like the backup card in case you run out of everything else. He is really wanting to finish this game by B phase. 44th Guards, he's got the 2 snipers, A phase and B phase. He starts with Sapri PPSH in the Jeeps to do that Jeep rush. He has the T-34-76s. He has some T-34-85s, 2 cards of them in A phase and 1 card in B phase. So very much, you know, no C phase tanks at all. He's got the Ogmachikis and the OB-25s to help him out in that rush, and a card of M42s in B phase as well. He does have the IL-2M AT rocket planes, but won't really need them too much against 25th Panzergren. I mean, they could be useful to take out Stugs, but I think they're a bit overkill on the recon vehicles, so we'll see how that goes. But the game is underway. Let's have a look at the deployment. Herr on the left hand side in blue, playing the 25th Panzergrens on Vanguard income, starting with that early artillery strike that we see from him. And on the right hand side in red is Nilla playing the 44th Guards, going very strong in the south and northern areas. popping smoke in both areas with the 82mm mortars. The artillery strike not quite hitting on target in the southern side. We've got Ognamachikis unloading in the face of Panzergrenz, and those Ognamachikis should win out this position. The SPW 231 backs out of there. Here Robert realizes he's on a hiding to nothing there, and yeah, backs way out. But look at the mortar fire coming right over the back, right into where that SPW was about to fire. I think Nilla is just winning out this position. Yes, he is going to win out that southern position. In the central position, he's pushed forwards with the Ognamachikis. Here Robert's got, you know, a few more stuff there, and he's backing away his SPWs again. And the Pak 38. I think he's just looking to try and delay Nilla as much as possible. In the northern centre, Nilla has managed to get a Sapri PPSH into the forest there. He's bringing forward a Tanko Disaniki, but here Robert is counter-attacking with Panzergrenz and Ersatztruppen, and there's no B-25 up in the north shelling the Panzergren position, but here Robert will be okay with that position for now. He can definitely hold off the Sapri PPSH and the Ognamachiki. Let's just continue to look back down south. Yeah, Nilla has won out in that southern position. There are Stoss troops reinforcing, and the artillery's coming in as well, but I don't think the 2 units of Stoss troop are enough here. He does have a Panzergren Führer and a Panzergren coming in as well, but yeah, definitely needs to be careful because he's going to lose a lot in this engagement. More Ersatztruppen coming in, but the Stoss troops are coming under fire from the 82mm mortar now as well. Oh, and look at this position, the M42 gun. Fantastic little spot there. Wow. Just able to hit the reinforcements coming through. Beautiful positioning of that M42 gun from Nilla. So yeah, if you control part of this forest and you're able to get an M42 gun in here, you might not be able to push it all the way across the forest, but you know, up there it can do some decent work. So some of the units have gone down for Nilla, but the Stoss troop have as well. And the Aftermachikis in there now. They will free start Aftermachikis. I think the best Herr Robert can do is try and hold this little southern area, which I think is what he's trying to do. Rather than, you know, he cannot engage Aftermachikis in that forest, and I don't know whether he knows that they're there or not, but I'm assuming that he doesn't want to engage there. He is slowly pushing back again. Ooh, Tanko Disanikis, yeah. One Molotov cocktail, down goes that troop, and the Ersatztruppen surrender as well. In came TU-20, TU-2S even, and that pinned down a lot of the infantry in here as well. Oh, and Nilla's going to move up and try and pick up some surrenders. One building at a time from Nilla, one building at a time. Robert's still working on this southern approach, trying to kind of catch out the infantry at range. I'm kind of surprised he's moving his SDK set there. Although maybe he was aware of that M42 gun, so he can't really move it back. But at that kind of position, you know, the PTRD is going to start engaging as well. And I feel like that 250/10 is going to go down. Ooh, the leader unit went down there. The Aftermachiki are starting to engage. 3-star Aftermachiki, I'm pretty sure they're going to win this out. They are taking some damage though. I mean, the Stoss troop, they have the 5 MP44s and they have the Molotov cocktails as well. They can damage these Aftermachikis. But I think the Aftermachikis are just powerful enough to really hold out. The Guardia are pushing forwards over the open. Interesting. I think he was maybe looking for surrenders. I'm not sure. Into the centre ground, more reinforcements coming in for Herr Robert. Oh, that SPW 231 is going to go down. Immediately crew killed by the PTRD. At least he knows what's there now. Oh, Nilla bringing up some tanks. T-34-76, like, up the hill. Very, off-axis attack there. not really expected. Herobert did win out this position in the northern centre. Looks like Nilla is trying to advance over the forest using some smoke cover, which is probably, yeah, provided by this mortar back here. But he's not going to be able to make it, and so he's, you know, he's pulling back with his Tanko de San Niques. So Herobert's got a nice hold of the northern side, or at least like a decent hold. Both of these players on the same income, so it's all about trades. But I guess Nilla's deck is built to it's built for early aggression, whereas Herobert has got a little bit more in his tank than Nilla does. So Herobert will want to delay Nilla, and Nilla will want to just attack and get a decisive victory. Oh, look at the infantry here. They're pushing back and they're starting to surround this position. And actually, if they push down, they can take out this M42 gun, which will be a nice move there. The SPW 233s are now going to engage onto the M42 gun. That thing is not going to last long. It might take one of them out. No. And down it goes. So, Nilla's little southern area is, you know, under a little bit of pressure as well. And Herobert still has the K331 back here, but it is now running out of shells. And I'm not sure how successful that unit has been. But if he gets a supply truck in, it's an 80-point, 105mm artillery piece, so you know it can go for a long time. Ooh, one of the 76 has been bailed out. Maybe the Pak 3850. It is 3 stars due to the commandant up vet, whereas Nilla has his. Where is Nilla's commandant? How has he got? Oh, he's just got 2 stars after Machiki up vetted by the GV Comrotti. Oh, down comes the Tu-2S once again onto the Panzergrenz. Yeah. 8 minutes into this game. 8 minutes into this game. And the thing I notice about these 2 top players is 8 minutes into this game, they've already got a lot of support equipment out. They've got some artillery out. They've got planes coming in. They've got mortars. You know, they've got the tanks and the infantry. They're always using combined arms, these top players. Whereas I think a bit further down, you tend to see them come in, you know, like there's anti-air out already. Like me myself as well, I tend to like find it difficult getting the support equipment onto the field, but I think it really is key to use combined arms at all times and right from the very start. Like usually to get my anti-air up, a lot of the times it takes me like 20 minutes into this game before I've got some decent anti-air out, and look, 8 minutes in and Herobert's got, you know, 2 flat guns out here. I think Nilla is just wearing down Herobert's Panzergrenz. Herobert's just having to order Panzergren after Panzergren. Oh, these Odomachiki have got forwards and they should be able to take out the Erzatstruppen in here. We'll pick up the surrender and might even be able to push on to the next flag. There's action everywhere. There's another mortar up in the northern side. A lot of smoke coming down. Nilla again, I think he's trying to advance on foot, using the smoke as cover. And in this centre ground, he's picked up 2 flags now. 59 to Nilla. 13 minutes left on the clock to hold out for the victory. Ooh, T-3476ers pushing through this light forest. I think here Robert's still trying to get back in there. The flat gun is starting to fire on these T-3476ers. Here Robert's pushing down with the Panzergren, with the Panzerfaust. Should get the shots off. Oh, it is discovered by one of them. Will he be able to get the shots off? Or the Panzerfaust shot off? Yes. Oh, does enough. Does enough, because that's going to mean the Panzergren is going to survive. The other one is bailed out and turret stuck. There was a Pack 38 in there. There was the IG firing at it. There was a lot of units firing at that tank. And it does go down after an ammo explosion. Here, Robert's still trying to contain this breakout, and he's doing so, you know, fairly effectively right now. If he can get past this line of infantry, there's nothing behind it. Oh, but look at all of these reinforcing Guardia that Nilla's bringing in. Look how he brought it into one spot. That's where he ordered it. And then we could see him micro in the unload commands. So he's just trying to reinforce his position. Here, Robert has pushed back in that centre point, but Nilla has captured the flag sort of centre south. We'll see how Herobert manages to get back in there. So Nilla 14-10 up. The supporting fire from the SBWs and the flat guns are now coming into play. Robert's making a real good job of getting back into this southern area, because I find it incredibly difficult once you lose this forest to push back in. But Robert, you know, is doing incredibly well. Up in the northern side though, Robert's forces have been defeated up north. Nilla has managed to capture a flag. He's pushing infantry through the forest. The Ognamachiki are looking to push forward building by building, using the smoke as cover. Look, excellent infantry micro. Will they be in range? Yes, they are in range of those Ersatz trooper and can fire the flamethrower now. Yeah, and then they should start moving forwards again. I think they'll move forwards into the next building. Robert is bringing Panzer Grens in. Ooh, Nilla's got some T-34-85s rushing up here, and he could well cut off this supply point. Here Robert's replying with Stuck 3Gs. This is the thing with top players as well. They know in advance what to bring in. Like, on the front line, Herr Robert probably will have only seen this infantry, but he knows that following the infantry is going to be armoured units. So he's already ordered in his Stug 3G to contest against the T-34-85. Just real intelligent play. There's very close action right now. Nilla has the 15-9, but it's whether he can hold on. Herr Robert has pushed back down into the south. Nilla's trying to reinforce, and I think he will be able to reinforce in time. But there's a loose hold of this flag here. I think that's going to push Nilla back to a 14-10. Definitely in the northern side here, Robert's losing out a little bit here as well. But it's not as if it's like Nilla's got a stronghold at the moment. He has a hold, but it's not a stronghold. So here Robert does pick up that flag once more. Relieves a lot of pressure on him. How is he going to deal with the southern side once the reinforcing Sapri come in and the T-34-85? The SBW-233 does move forward. He's going to take a shot at the T-34-85. Doesn't get a chance. T-34-85 engages first, gets the transmission destroyed, and didn't even see the returning fire from that SPW. I'm not sure whether it was engaging the T-34-85. It must have been, but the T-34-85 wins out. The SPW-231 goes down to the Guardia PTRD. There's a Stuck 3G moving in now. Just got to be a little bit careful. Doesn't you lose that vehicle recklessly, but he has to push back somehow. Here Robert has a slight hold over this position. A lot of smoke being used by Nilla. A hell of a lot of smoke. Reinforcing infantry now covering the Stug, so that is fine. And the Stug is in position. The MG42 is being fired at by the T-34-85. The Stug is backing away now. I think here Robert needs a little bit more down here if he's going to hold on to this position, because Nilla is pushing back. Definitely pushing back. Oh, just look at the smoke coming down into this central area. Another mortar coming in now to provide more smoke. Not even used a HE shell. Yeah, he's not even used any HE shells. Just purely smoke. There's one Sapper unit in there. He's managed to get into the building. He's managed to take a flag. He's got the 14-10. And Robert's picked this flag up once more. One of the T-34-85s has been bailed out. There's a 250/10 with a gun jam. Stuck 3G. I mean, that positioning is just so he can fire on anything down here. Very nice positioning. He's just covering his infantry. The mortar units are engaging once again. Well, I think he is looking to engage into that forest, but Herobert's moved forwards with that Ersatz and he's very weak right now, Herobert. I think these Sapri are going to hold this flag fairly successfully because the 2 Panzergrens and the 6 total Ersatz. I'm pretty sure those Sapri are going to win out that battle. Down in the southern side, the fight continues to rage. Down goes the leader unit of Herobert. It's very tight in this southern area right now. Very tight. Ooh, in comes an artillery strike onto that Sapri. That is good. A good job from Herobert. He's still using the K331 artillery piece. So the T-34-85 is moving forwards now behind the infantry. The Ersatz is going to go down to the Sapri and the Guardia combination. All the flaks do start firing on the TU, but it did manage to get its bombs off, aimed at this Panzergren, and it's going to go pinned down fairly successfully. The flak is now opening up on the Sapri. Oh, it's the IG-18 is targeting the T-34-85 back there. The Stug is moving up. There is an Aftermachiki in here as well. This is getting very tight. Very tight engagements. The Stug is moving up. He's trying to engage that T-34-85. He's firing on the Sapri infantry. In comes the Aftermachiki. He's trying to get that anti-tank grenade off. This is going to be very tight. The T-34-85 pushing down as well. Nilla goes for the pincer maneuver. Gets the bailout onto the Stug with the Aftermachiki. The one-man hero Aftermachiki gets the bailout and the kill with his anti-tank grenades. And the T-34-85 is now in a reasonable position, but the Panzergrens, they do have Panzerfaust on them. Oh, this is so tight. One of them is pinned down. I think he's gonna have to fall them back. The other one, I'd like him to micro them around the back and try and get that Panzerfaust shot off. But Herobert, he is losing this southern position. He needs to get some reinforcements in. He is doing that. The Panzergrens are coming in. If that T-34-85 goes down, I think Herobert has a much better chance right now. This Panzergren is desperately close. Desperately close. Artillery strikes continuing to rain down. The Panzergrens are taking down the Guardia. Oh my days, this is so tight down here. In comes reinforcing Panzergrens. Oh, the units, the Guardia do surrender. But the Panzergrens are exposed. Oh, Herobert now manoeuvring in the other Panzergren. Will get off the Panzerfaust shot. Loader wounded. It's not enough. He needs another shot. Oh my god, this is close. This is close. Will he get the shot off? Yes, he gets the shot off. Spaulding and gets the kill. The one-man Panzergren replies to the one-man Aftermachiki squad. Oh, 2 close quarter tank kills from the infantry. Absolute beautiful micro from both players there. Really well done, really well done. The fight just continues to rage across the entirety of this map. 13-11 to Nilla. He's still in the lead. He's got 14 minutes to hold out to get this victory. And Herobert is taking this fight every step of the way. Nilla is now pushing up the T-34-76s. There is a Panzergren with the Panzerfaust here, but it's not in the best spot to take on these T-34-76s. The fight rages below me, in case you can hear it. Just huge amounts of infantry fire down here in this centre ground. But a lot of Nilla's supporting equipment has gone down, and Herobert has a lot on his side. In comes the Tu-2S once again. I think it's going to be firing on the MG42. Yes, and it does take out the MG42 there. So nice kill, but you know, Herobert, oh, he's so close. Nilla orders in a whole load more infantry, and he's gonna reinforce that position very shortly. I think once Nilla gets his reinforcements in, Herobert won't be able to push forwards more. He's gonna have to kill a lot more infantry to do that. He's just somehow managed to hold on to this southern side. Herobert's doing an absolutely fantastic job right now. In comes another T-34-85 coming into this southern area to challenge the Stug. Oh, this is just very tight in this southern side. There is a pack 3850, and a Guardia DP could easily take that pack gun down. So Robert, you know, you've got to be a little bit concerned about that. The TU2S is coming in for the strike onto the Stug. Does release its bombs. Will that Stug go down? This could be a major loss for Herr Robert. The infantry's right in the same spot. Ooh. Ooh, that was a big hit. I think it was 10 men died all at once. It's just one guy and a field of bodies all around him. So I think Herr Robert is getting pushed out. He has a reinforcing Stug 3G just at the right time. Exactly at the right time. Wow, this is so tight. Nilla still has the 14-10 though. Will win in 12.5 minutes time, but we're into phase C now. It doesn't really make any difference with income, but Herr Robert does have a little bit more in his deck, I think, than Nilla. So we'll see if that plays a part. Oh, Herr Robert picks up the flag up here. I'm not sure what went down, but Nilla still 13-11. His T-34-76 has been bailed out. We'll see whether those Guardia can hold on in that very northern area. The Panzergrens, they're picking up another flag. It's back to a 12-12. It's back to a 12-12, but I don't think they're going to hold on there with the T-34-85 pushing down. Oh, on top of that, the battery Führer has been discovered. Herr Robert, wow. I think the Panzergren's opening up. I can't tell who's losing here. Yes, Nilla lost out. I just couldn't tell who was losing out in that position. The T-34-76 tanks, though, are in a dangerous spot there. It could just move over the saddle of that hill. You know, and if they did move down, they get behind enemy lines, but they need to deal with the infantry in here for starters. I think Nilla is preparing for a push into that position. Herr Robert's still managing to hold on to his southern side. We're at a 12-12 now, 22 minutes into this game. Nilla has a great lead against Herr Robert, but Herr Robert's pulled this back. Still has time. There is a Panzergren in here. Could take down this T-34-76 if he's given the opportunity to do so. Oh, this T-34, this Panzergren, if it can just hop some buildings left, those T-34s could go down. I think the Guardias would spot them, though. This is going to be really interesting. Really interesting. We've got a T-34-85 coming into the center ground. We've got some off-map in now. I haven't seen an initial strike. Maybe one came down, but I think an off-map is imminent onto this group of units. That could really help Nilla out in that center ground. Oh, the T-34-85 is pushing into this area. There is a Stug. They are going to start engaging. Transmission damage, tracks broken. Oh, but the Stug goes down in the back. Will the Stug at the front manage to hold out? Yes, it does. Wow, what an engagement. The T-34-85 goes down to the Stugs, and Herr Robert just continues to hold on to his flag in this southern side. That K331 has been arty in this position just constantly throughout the entire game. Herr Robert, well, Nilla has now pushed forwards. He's lost a tank. A tank has gone down somewhere. I mean, I presume, yeah, it's just here to this Panzergren, but the Panzergren does go down, and now the other T-34-76 has free reign. The Marder 2C is coming out. Sorry, the Marder 2 is coming out for Herr Robert. Well, in comes a Yak 1B. That's going to be used against the Marders. And those Marders can take a lot of damage from those Yaks. Look how Herr Robert's trying to split them up, because he knows the bombing run's coming in against the Marders, so he's trying to split them up. Oh, but it didn't release. The Yak 1B didn't release his payload. I think Nilla re-microed to bring it down south. So interesting. And it's going to go across this Flak 38. Here's the off-map come down. It has decimated a lot of Herr Robert's units. The Yak 1B coming down, the two TU2S is coming in as well. I presume they're going to drop onto the Stug. Oh, I think he's trying to guess where the units are, so he's hitting those two spots. But Herr Robert's lost some units down here. Oh, this is incredibly tight, incredibly tight. Nilla reinforcing with a squad of Guardia. very tight. Oh, it's just... He has picked up this position once again, so he's got the 13-11. Oh, gun jam comes in onto the T-34-76, but in comes an AT grenade coming down from the Guardia. The Marder 2, the other Marder 2 is going to have to back off there. But the Panzergrenz, I think, yeah, they pin down the Guardia, and they will pick up the surrender if they push forwards. With the gun jam, T-34-76 going to make Robert's job a lot easier getting those Panzergrenz in. Nilla's got some infantry. Yeah, he has just unloaded them. He could pick up this spot with those 2 Guardia infantry. I'm surprised he's not pushing one of them forwards to pick up that. Now goes the Sapri PPSH. Interesting that he didn't use the Guardia to kind of come into this area, but he does pick up the flag with the Sapri PPSH. The T-34-85 is moving forwards. The Stug 3G, I think, spots the Sapri PPSH. The T-34-85 takes a shot at the Stug. The Stug fires back. Who's going to win out in this engagement? I think the T-34-85 has the advantage here. It's a 2-star Stug though versus a 1-star T-34-85. This is close. Loader kill down onto the T-34-85. It will give the Stug the advantage. That T-34-85 cannot fire now. And Nilla is going to have to back that guy away. Oh, but before he can do so, the Stug does take down the T-34-85 with a spalling hit. And that is nice. Here Robert's trying to push back in once again. Nilla has a 59 though right now. Where has he picked up a flag? I think it's in this northern spot. The T-34-85's managed to push up, and he's picked up a flag in that northern area. Here Robert is pushing forward the Pak-38, which can take out that T-34-85. But like Nilla has, this is Nilla's playstyle. All of his units are the front line. He has nothing in reserve. So like, if his units up here go down, there's just one mortar, because these Guardias are going to go to the front line. There's one mortar unit back here. Whereas sometimes, you know, here Robert, like he has a Pak-38 a little bit further back. I guess, I don't know. I guess it is the most efficient way to use your units. You want them on the front line. That's what they're there for. They're there to fight the enemy. But at the same time, you kind of sometimes, maybe you need a squad in reserve now and then. I don't know. You've got to be right on your reinforcements. You've got to call units in at the right time. The Pak-38-50 does now start to unload its ammunition onto the T-34-85. Will it get the kill? Oh, the Yak-1B is coming in. Will it manage to kill that? Yes, I think it is. The Pak-38 is going to go down, but there is a Stug 3 moving forwards. I think that's going to discover the... No, it's not. I was wondering whether it was going to discover the infantry first, but it isn't. Nilla has the 59, and he's had it for a moment, and that's brought the clock down to 2 minutes 25 left on this clock. This is an intense fight, a very intense fight, and Nilla looks to be winning out this fight. Oh, the off-map down south really hurting here, Robert. Nilla could push through for quite a few surrenders here. I guess that off-map may well still be going. Yeah, it is. And that Stug is in a bad spot. There's a huge off-map coming down. The Jeep KO 152mm off-map. Ooh, that Stug is desperately trying to get out of there, but Nilla has the advantage now with that off-map in the south. And I think if you can pick up that flag, that would be the... Oh, it's back to a 13-11. I would have... Oh, it looks like his infantry have gone down here. His Guardia moved south. The Sapri PPSH have gone down. And like I say, he's got nothing in reserve, so he loses the flag. In comes the Guardia, though. It's going to try and recover that position. And once it does, though, he's back to a 14-10. 3 minutes left on the clock. Ooh, nice little sneaky M42 gun coming in here. Yeah, he's going to move it forwards. And that's going to hit a hell of a lot of infantry reinforcements. Another Yak-1B strike. We have an ME-410A1 coming into the north. Not many times we've seen that. The Stug went down. The Stug went down, I presume, to the T-34-85. The bombing strike is coming in now. Does fall back the unit, but he's not going to get the kill. And I think Robert may well be out of Stugs now. But oh, this is incredibly tight. Nilla's got the 14-10. He has picked up the flag down here. I don't think Herr Robert's going to be able to make it back in now. Interesting that he's pushing forward his pack 38 like that. Kind of surprising that he's making that movement. But I think Nilla... Oh, I think he brought in reinforcements to this area, but he's managed to capture it. So he's repositioning those reinforcements into a better position. And I think actually he can make a flag here, unless Herr Robert... Well, he does have the Panzergrenz, he's going to move up. Nilla still has the 14-10. There's 1 minute 30 left on the clock. A very intense fight. A very intense fight. The T-34-85 finally goes down. The M42 gun has gone down. I don't know how that went down. It must have revealed itself to the infantry somehow. But that has gone down. Herr Robert again picks up this flag. But Nilla at a 14-10. I think these reinforcements are going to come in and hold it. I'm not quite sure why he's allocating the infantry down here and he's not putting one into this building to hold this flag. But 15-9 once again, and the sniper is going to take its toll on the Panzergrenz back here, as well as the Guardia engaging from the north. 15-9 for Nilla, 11 seconds on the clock, 10 seconds left on the clock. Herr Robert isn't going to be able to fight this one back. Oh, it's 13-11. I mean, oh, 10 seconds. 10 seconds, but once this flag goes, I think he's lost it. The Marder 2C is desperately trying to get into position as well. This is really tight. 3, 2, 1. There it goes. Nilla picks up the victory. Wow, that was quite an intense fight and a very tight finish. A very tight finish. 32 minutes, 11 seconds. Congratulations to Nilla. Picks up the victory against Herr Robert. 3,200 kills to 2,900 losses. And a fairly tight, you know, Nilla does get the higher kills to deaths, but it's very tight. It's very tight. Very tight. Let's have a look at the kills for Nilla. And the TU2S, I think that did a great job. I remember just seeing TU2S strike after TU2S strike. I think they did a really good job, because often they don't necessarily always pick up the kills, but they often like really chunk down infantry units. You know, they can take 5. At one point they took 10 men off an infantry unit. They didn't get the kill, but basically when your infantry then come in, they only have to kill 1 man. They don't have to kill like 11 men, so or 12 men, whatever it is. So those TU2S strikes were pretty key. You know, and I think it was just an intense fight between the two players. They were constantly reinforced, like they were fighting over the entirety of the map, and they were constantly bringing reinforcements in at exactly the right time, so they get to the front line exactly when they were needed. And Nilla, over time, I think just managed to wear Herr Robert out. But I think in this occasion, I think if it had gone on longer, I still think Nilla would have won this game. But Herr Robert got very close. I think Herr Robert got very close. Like, I think Nilla would have won the longer it had gone on. It wasn't a case where if Herr Robert would have managed to hold on to the game, he would have won. I think Nilla would have won, but yeah, it was a very close game. Right, that's it from me today. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. Congratulations to Nilla. Commiserations to Herr Robert. A great game. Join me for more Steel Division 2 action throughout on this channel. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please hit the like as well if you like this game, because the YouTube algorithm at the moment, it doesn't quite like war games, so it takes that extra bit of effort to get this game out to more people, and hopefully that's what we want to do. Also, check out the video description for links to my Twitter, Patreon, Twitch, Discord. You know, jump in on those links and continue the discussion on other platforms, and also support me on Patreon and Twitch if you can. Your support is really helpful to me continuing this channel, and hopefully improving the hardware so you can get better looking casts in the future. But that's it from me for today. Thanks very much, guys. And yeah, I'll see you again soon.